Right now we're playing City Skylines, and we are back in Twitch by Nightville over here, which has got a big industrial demand. I think it's because last time we did some changes, right? We first of all we reclaimed some bits. One of these places where we had oil, right over here, the TBJXD Inc. was the oil fields. We're out of oil now. Almost completely. So we've replaced that with a shopping district, which is going to get rebuilt. Still a little bit polluted for now, but hopefully it'll be okay. Why me? RG Texa. Thank you very much for the resubs. Is it Lamfair or Lamp Hair? I don't know. I would say Lamfair. I make a pff sound. Why is it that P and H together make a f sound? Makes no sense. And oftentimes I sort of like very subtly put in the P in there for some reason. I'll go like Lamfair. Just a little bit of a more of a... Is it a plosion? Is that what it's called? I gotta move the webcam. Probably. Bam. Over here. Mods, a couple of changes actually. One of the things I forgot to actually communicate to Essentia was that someone had recommended a new nightlight mod. So very bright light at night. How come you don't have any water? Really? No coverage in a little tiny spot. So that helps. Also, I can actually set the... I can right-click to set time of day. Like that. Which I'm going to use on occasion to be able to build in the daylight. It's going to be very handy to be able to do that sort of thing. And then I've got... the extended building information mod down here. Tells you what services things are missing. Just a visual thing, which is great. And a traffic analysis mod that we're going to use to try to figure out some of our traffic jams that come up. Where are people actually trying to go? Because that'll tell us how we can improve their life a little bit. But for now, we're going to build. We've got tons of money. How's the electrical situation? Awesome. Water situation? Water availability is a bit low, actually. So we're going to keep going sort of upriver here. Actually, we'll build right next to this little power thingy. And connect up. Oh, is that power line not actually connected to anything? Yeah, it is. There we go. So get a bit more water. Okay, we're there. We're good. Just barely, but it is working. We've got a bunch of airports, right? Let's see. I think we've got 2 regular airports. We've got one here. We've got the international, and there we go, there's the other conventional one, good, which allowed us to build the London Eye somewhere. We did build it, right? Oh, tell me I built the London Eye. Yes, it has been built. Where is it? Is it by my first touristy area? No. I built it next to a coast, a shore somewhere, didn't I? Aha! Right here. The SWE Seoul Carnival. There you go. Another touristy kind of area going on over here. People are happy. Eye Candle Merchant Asian Cave? What does that mean? Eye Candle Merchant Asian Cave? Tile Ogre Gentrified Chumpingtons. Pepperworthy Recycled. James Gothic Boutiquestrian. Jets My Lifestyle. What is it the name of these places? Babylon Lord Chumpingtons. Did something break my building naming? Candle and Trident Accounting. Numed. So those are reasonable. Industry. Prospector Capable Productive. Eureka Silver Reserves Multinational. I'm wondering if my display mod over here has wonkified some of the name generation. 2 Bakley Road. Old Cruster's Nursing World. Evergreen Residence. These seem reasonable. Like, I'm not... This is not the sort of names these things usually get, right? Osiris NLD Funtime Road. Jin is the Anti-Equestrian Mart. The extended building mod info randomizes all that junk. Yeah. That's interesting. I guess that's fine. Because I guess building names get reused a fair bit in vanilla City Skylines. So I guess the mod is there just to make things a little bit more interesting. It's certainly a bit bizarre, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, we have a bunch of highway all over the place. We've got a lot of room to develop. I would very much like, I think, to develop a nice housing area along this coast. I think that would be lovely. Don't you agree? Suddenly, Twitch plays after dark. Yeah, that is true. That is how Twitch plays would name things anyway. Yeah, a nice little housing area. Do I want to make... What kind of road do I want to have on the coast? Do I just want to have the 2-lane road? Or do I want to have, like, the 4 or 6-lane avenue along the coast and have the houses on there? A little bit more traffic noise, but not that much, really. We can use the tree-lined ones. Wouldn't have the bike paths, though. Because that's the thing. I like the bike paths. But it doesn't have the tree advantage. But I guess that's just the way it's going to have to be. Hey! We get the first donation / tip of the day from Daz Taylor. Thank you. I get an extra amount. Get yourself some proper chocolate imported from the UK. All UK food is really good. The UK's got like a bad rep when it comes to food, but holy cow, is it tasty. It's not healthy. It's not healthy, especially not in Scotland. But man, is all like British food is stupendously good. So like delightful. I think it's just because everything is deep fried and full of fat and just makes it gorgeous. And a lot of fresh veg. So tell you what, okay, for this bit here, we'll go and use the tree-lined street. Sort of along the coast, and hopefully, there we go. Let's say, hopefully we don't go too close to the coast that we don't have any building space. On the other hand, see, like these buildings won't fully develop, but I think I'll leave it as is. On the other hand, we want to be close enough to get the high land value that you get when you build near the coast. Let's build bridges, because bridges are cool. Yeah, see, some of these we're not going to get our maximum building size. But it'll also make the buildings look a little bit more interesting by varying up their shape. Alright, so something like that along the coast, which is fine. And then we'll need, with the bike paths, I think I'm going to make this whole area relatively curvy. And then what we'll do is sort of have an artery road system a little bit split up this way. And we'll have to connect these up to the highway in some fashion. And to each other. Because we can have on-offs in all these places, which would certainly spread the load out a lot. Now, if this is mostly residential, then the traffic's not going to be that bad. But right now our demand is for industry. Of course, we can make a lot of this office space. Oh, this area has to be developed too. So we can end up with a lot of office space. And I guess one of the things to do is not have every single one of these connect to the highway, but have some go under and connect to the neighborhood across the way. Come out straight, bend like this, go down, go up, oops, on the other side of the rail, and connect up over there. There we are. And then I think what would also be quite good is bridge. Oops, not bridge. What? Oh, I didn't actually elevate it properly. Is to go from here to up. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Hitting home instead of page up. There we go. And then down. Click. 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 And like that. And I mean, I do want a highway connection here. It'd be nice to be able to go across here somewhere. I guess it wouldn't be terrible if this thing became a tunnel, went under here, came up around here, like this. I don't think that many people would end up using this. Hopefully I'm not wrong. There we go. Sort of lay out a basic grid over here. No straight lines anywhere. Trying to follow the coast here. We could maybe smooth out this bit. But I don't know. I mean, it's fine. It's not unrealistic to have roads that do this sort of thing, right? Good. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go and build some offices over here. Just for now. I don't know how well it's going to be sort of employed. But let's go ahead and do some of that. There's certainly demand for it. It'll give us some extra cash as well. There we are. Make sure that's covered up. Alright. So that may or may not fill in while we're here. Plus, I mean, we'll build a little bit of internal roads here. I think that's going to be okay. Now, this rail here, this might be a swell spot for us to put down a passenger train station. Actually, we could do a cargo one as well to help service the any commerce that's over here. I guess we'll do the pair. Let's go ahead and do them now while we're sort of thinking about it. Train station. Passenger. And cargo. Now, most residential will not want to be around there, so we'll have to keep that in mind, but otherwise, we're alright. Like that. And like that. And, yeah, I mean, we'll have to water this whole area at some point. We'll just start with this and then figure out the rest. And yeah, you're not going to have any power yet. Don't worry about it. Now that dawn is here, I'm actually going to go and pause the game so that we stay in daytime while I work out what else I want to do over here. How do I want to make these neighborhoods look? Let's incorporate, like, in some of these bigger blocks. Let's take the small roundabouts. We don't actually need these for traffic management in these little blocks. They're mostly here to look cool. And to give us a little bit of extra space in some of these bits. Oh, too much slope going on here. Cannot build. See, just a few smatterings of that, and then we'll try to incorporate a few more curbs here and there. And especially, I want to minimize how many intersections are on these main roads, right? So if we can have just a few here and there, that would be best. Come out over this way, over there. I think we'll just end up dead ending. Do I even want to build intersections here? Yeah, I think that's okay. There's enough space between them. Oops. Actually, I'm not sure about that one. We might... there's still a fair amount of space. I don't think that's going to interrupt or interfere with traffic too much. Now, a three-way intersection is less harsh on traffic than a four-way. So we may trim some of these back. We'll see how it goes. Alright, let's start with something like this, and then... So from here... Actually, some of these can be straight. So we actually get, you know, some housing density. Right? And then we'll figure out the rest of the neighborhoods after. We can actually fit... Now what I have to do is upgrade the roundabout roads to the tree versions. Because otherwise it looks a little bit silly, right? I've got that, and then it creates these sort of weird intersections that aren't real intersections around there, and then the one-ways can be upgraded as well to just be pretty. I'll do the rest later. I'll just do these first couple over here. Alright. Decent. Have the office stuff over there. We gotta work out these connections, though. Alright. So, I want a highway connection over here. It's a little bit awkward because the other one's very close here. It's basically going to be the same as this thing. So, really, this road here, I'm going to take it and have it curve out a little bit more. And hopefully, that gives us plenty of room to put the highway connections. There might be a little bit of weaving there, but I don't think it'll cause too much of a traffic issue. He said hopefully. And from here, we're just going to split off, make a bridge. Maybe. Go there, and then we want to take off from here. Go down. And there we go. So now, no matter what side of the highway you're on, you can come in and you can leave on either side of the highway as well. Good. Do the same thing over here. Extend this road out just a bit more. Then switch to this. Like that. Did I miss a subscription? Papa, Panda Papa, who one of these neighborhoods is named after. Thank you very much for the resub. That's the one that goes... If I want to keep it like the other one. This is the one that bridges up. And then from here, we tunnel down. Like so. And then I want another one here. This bridge is a little close to this bit. I guess I can just take this thing and go a little further away from the bridge. So we go out and we come in. Who's that? Morny! Thank you very much for the resub, Morny. This comes out and up. Ooh, these roads are very narrow. Oh, there he goes. I was going to say, we can't put a pillar between them, but they're so close that we were able to hop over them without the need of a pillar. So that's good. That's... maybe not left enough room for myself over here. Really? Alright, we'll go the long way around. That's alright. No one will see these tunnels. I'd like to avoid a sharp intersection, but I guess I can't. It's alright. There we go. That's not so bad. And again, no matter what side of the highway, you can come in over here, and you can leave from here and go that way or that way. Okay. I'm going to build another one there, but let's wait a little bit. So this neighborhood is connected to the highway system in multiple different places, plus it's got the train service, which is good too. Currently no demand, although that should fix itself pretty soon. You are definitely a little power screwed. Kind of legit. Okay. Demand is low right now just because we don't really have any services in these areas, so they're not filling up at maximum speed. Population is growing, but barely. Although, I didn't build any residential, right? I built office stuff, so that's not really going to grow the population anyway. So these areas here, which are awfully pretty, we're going to go and drop in. Tell you what, let me... How do I want to start this? I really want... We need some commercial in the area. So let's do one side commercial. Then, to act as a buffer for my housing, I put offices on the other side. Then, we're going to put housing in the middle. Here, let me do that, make sure it's completely covered. And then I'm going to undo the housing along these bits, because along the highways is where I'll end up putting more offices and commercial. Well, they're not highways, but along the arteries. Maybe use this. There we go. Good. Oops. There we are. Building not on a direct grid is slightly more interesting, but it's also slightly more work. I'm going to clear out this neighborhood right now just so that everything stays a bit more focused. Okay. This place we will put in some services right away. Let me put in a giant hospital to service this like entire district quite early here. There, if I do that, it'll overlap fewer things. We'll need some regular death care services and then some irregular ones for people who like have really weird burial practices. We are going to need some nearby garbage processing. So I guess I'll have it be here. Hopefully that doesn't cause too much traffic near the intersections, but it's one of the easiest ways to just keep them out of my populated areas. There, we'll do that. And that's going to be reconnected to the grid. Okay, so that's fine. So some garbage processing nearby. We got the big hospital. Let's put in the fire station, which is the big one, right? Yeah, fire station. We can try to cover as much of this area as possible. The big police station. Put it on the other side. I don't think it'll need another prison. It will need schools, though. There we go. A nice local school in there. And then a high school over here. We'll hold off the university for now. Okay, let's get this going. That. Actually, I guess I should do this. I'm not doing the 440 thing, which is the optimal way of covering things, because I'm being quick and lazy, but we're mostly reducing any overlap. Actually, that's pretty damn good. I guess at this point I'm sort of getting a little bit better about just eyeballing the 440. And then power. I guess we're going to have to run some power lines early on, just to get things kick-started. There we are. Hopefully this neighborhood will fill in. And, oh, we haven't put any parks yet, so let's do some of those. Plus, it's a nice way to bootstrap some of the power connection. I should use bigger ones with more coverage. Where's a good spot to put them? Actually, that's pretty good. I like that. That should cover a lot of good stuff later on. We need tennis courts. Tennis courts everywhere. We need to keep our people well exercised. There, I like that spot. Okay. And then, yeah, you guys will complain about power for a little bit. Or at least until the buildings come into the zone. Again, we don't currently have much in the way of demand, but I think this area will be tempting enough that people will move in there. What I didn't do is build along the coast, which is part of the idea here, because it's got that high land value along the coast, but we'll get there. Let that go for a little bit, and then we'll see how it goes. Are you going to set up passenger rail? Right. So I set up a passenger train station here, but I forgot to actually set up a route. Now, tourists will still come in here. But, okay, these stations are the same color, which is kind of annoying. So these are all cargo stations, but I think I have a passenger one somewhere. Oh, probably in the touristy area. Is it there? Yes. And then add stop. No? Did I not? Complete line. There we go. Do you not see the, does it not trace? Do you not see the line for train stations on the map? I created the line. Huh. And then, now I've got another one. I got a dummy one that's no good. Nah. I deleted the good one. So, let me double check that you can get from one to the other. Because that just dead ends here, right? Actually, I'm not sure that does. Swedish Twig! Use parks instead of power lines. Yes, I do that quite often. But I'm not going to power line like the whole way between all the neighborhoods. Yes, that does dead end there. So this station connects there, and then that connects back over there. Which this one... I don't know why the rail doesn't get highlighted differently. It all connects up. That should work. So, I mean, having just tourists coming in and out is going to be sufficient, but... let's create a new line. Add stop. And then go over there. But it'd be nice if we can get some of our citizens to use that instead. There. Subway, we'll get those going soon. Ah, some houses are coming in here. Lovely. And I know this place is complaining about the power, which I guess I could connect it in the short run. Although we don't actually need that much death care. I was just sort of pre-planning some stuff. Yeah, we'll get our subway. Our metro. Somewhere over here, so not right at the intersection. And then over here. And then certainly we need to make sure that we've got a stop that's on the same side as the passenger station. And then over here. That should be fine. We'll also use some buses. So we need to connect these guys up. Okay, and you need to connect up to my airport. And to there. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is set up a local line. Say, well, most of the same one. I guess it's not local. It'll be able to connect up to the rest of the grid over there, which is nice. Make a little pit stop there, and then I guess go through to over here. We're going to connect up to the rest of my network in a couple of different ways. You're not connecting to a hub. Where did I start this? Oh, over here? Complete line. Yep, okay, good. Doesn't connect up to a hub, but connects up to 2 different lines, which should add a lot of possibilities. There's a little baby line over here, too, which we could interconnect it with, but I don't think that's necessary. But you know what it needs? The offices over here probably want a station. So let's actually station there, and then way over here, connect these guys up. Oh, let's go down a little deeper then. There we go. And then less deep. Okay.